Hello everyone, I hope you are doing well today. We're just back in our live trading. So we're today back on ES. We had a huge drop last night from the highs, which was kind of expected because it was just running crazy for the last few days. So I was just expecting a pullback at some point. Now we're at a crucial point, and I'm going to show you what I mean. So if you see here, actually, if you see here, this was the previous range that ES was trading, and we broke that one just below here, we see. But I believe that was a probably a failed breakdown in order to get some buyers from here. And I'm saying that because there is a lot of confirmations that the buyers have built a big block in here. So if I show you on the right screen, just give me a sec. Before we do that, actually, we're gonna go and see here. It's a little bigger picture. We see that the cumulative delta has actually stopped at 6,000. We see the limit orders here. The buyers are standing. We saw a multi-hour shelf at 437.35, which actually dipped a bit below, probably just to get some more buyers. But this whole zone is holding. This zone is what I showed you before, which is the upper. Is this zone? Is the upper range. And we are below the yesterday's DVA. We see the yellow zone, intraday DVA. So I believe now that price wants to test the POC, which is right here. Is the POC from the 13th of May. So I want to test this zone first, this zone. And if it continues, I think it has like an ultimate target, kind of this zone or the VWAP, the yesterday's VWAP. That's scenario number one. Scenario number two is price will do a pullback right into it, maybe break a little bit above or go right here, maybe the VWAP, and then hit again, break this zone and this support. In that case, if this bias block breaks and we do like this, we may see. I'll try to take a failed breakdown right on this level. We will see these lows here. If this one doesn't hold and we see further, pullback, we may see that's why it's a good spot also to add. Then we go into lower levels from the previous week. But I think that's quite promising because I have multiple confirmations, and I'm explaining what I mean. That's why I've opened a small position now, just in case it rips up with the opening. So we have multiple confirmations about this level, and as I said, the first one is the multiple orders. So we see here. The second one is the multi-hour shelf. So technically is a good spot. And we saw also a small break of the shelf and reclaiming it. That's also a very good point to add. The other one is, as we see here, we see the order standing. We see this block here, right here, and also right on the lows, right where we are, where we saw the absorption. We see the order flow confirming it because we saw buyers stepping in. We saw big absorption twice, long time absorption from the buyers, sorry, to the CVA low. and I will explain which CVA low is that. And we also know that this is the weekly VPOC, so it's a good place for the swing traders to add their positions and go along from here. And also there is a London low, so it's a liquidity sweep of the London low. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 to 5 confirmations to the upside. And what I'm going to explain as well is, let me see if I can find it. Yeah, so we see here the POC right below is the monthly POC. There is the weekly POC where we saw. So this one is the actual trading CVA of the 13th of May. Let's write it down as well. So it's 13th of May. Okay. So right here we saw the big like absorption of the sellers. It's fairly it's fairly good to say that it's going to test the POC, which we saw before, and where is the probably the VWAP as well is this zone. And if it decides to go to break out, it's gonna test this zone about, yeah, here right here is the DVA low from yesterday, the intraday. So there's a chance it may go POC to POC. So we may go see this one, and starting there, or stopping here. We'll see if it goes. It's quite a big clip to go up there. So my target for today is going to be probably that high, the CVA high. Let me see also the weekly. Yeah, the weekly DVA high is about at the same spot as the intraday DVA high. So that's a key area. Yeah, that's a key area. Okay. Yeah, we'll see. I'm gonna hold my trade. If we look on this screen, so this is the key area of the weekly, as I will say, the weekly DVA high is right here. So what I'm gonna do, what my intention to do is hold the small position I have. If we break above this level and we test it and we go higher, I'm gonna, if I see confirmation of buying here, I'm gonna add a small position, which I'm gonna take right here. So this is my thesis for today. We'll see how it will pan out. You're gonna see now it actually rips off to test the weekly DVA high. We see now this is a VWAP. This is a zone where we're gonna see some kind of rejection probably. This is gonna be my target for today, up to this one. My intention is, as I said, in this zone, if we see exception above the previous day low, probably I'm going to add a small position to trade this side, and I'm going to leave a smaller island just it breaks out to test the London high. So we see buyers at the monthly DVA high. They're really okay. It's a big. Okay, now with the market opening, let's see. Maybe they want to do a pullback right here and then rip off. We'll see how aggressive the bias is gonna be. This is a 10-second chart, by the way. This is the range. This is the range from the previous week. So if we hold and go above, then we're going into the this week range, technical range. What I mean, and what I mean is this one actually. If we hold this level, it means that we're gonna be accepted in this area, and we're gonna head back to this range at least, maybe here. If this one doesn't hold, then I'm gonna see probably some retracement to the downside. We saw a big initial reaction, yeah, from the buyers, from the sellers, sorry, right here at the DVA high. I think this is temporary. I think this area is flooded with buyers. At some point, they're gonna break the RTH VWAP. See the cumulative delta, and buyers are trying to step in, but they're getting observed. Let's see. Yeah, as I suspected, price came to retest this area from the overnight low if there is buyers there, and also give the chance from the higher players to step in. And now I think we're gonna go and rip towards the previous day low to backtest it. If this area holds, of course, which I believe is gonna hold. This one, this backtest was basically just to give the opportunity for the institutions to get into a discount price. Now it's fairly good to say that the buyers are really going to step in now, and they actually have. I see the cumulative delta. start spiking. If the buyers they're not capable of actually breaking this wall here, DVA high, we may see price taking this liquidity low in order to push higher. So we may see kind of like a breakdown, free breakdown on this level to gather this liquidity in order to push higher. But that's a scenario. We'll see. It has built a really good shelf here, to be honest. It's like a 8 to 9. It's basically 1 hour shelf, which is, I think it's good enough to push higher. We see the RTH give up, while tries to contain and push the price lower. Okay, we see the buyers. They actually took the orders because they are suspecting that there might be some fail breakdown here at the lows. So they took out the wall, or some of them at least. Let's see if that one holds. Just to show you the London low and stuff, uh, which I have drawn for you. So yeah, so basically here is the liquidity sweep of the London low. Here, what I believe is the first target if we go to the upside, which is at the same time at the same place with POC. And this is second probably target, the London high. We see buyers now, we see the order flow. A bit aggressive to break the RTH VWAP. I was gonna head probably to break again this zone. If the zone continues to hold, I want to see the RTH VWAP breaking. Thinking strategically, this is a very good someone to place a long order, but we need to see if there's going to be a liquidity sweep of these lows. Many times we see at the CVA high, there is like an attempt to go out and then coming back again. Okay, we broke below now. Let's see where price is heading. There's a monthly VPOC just below. And then we have the weekly previous DVA high as far as the now we hit the support, a good support level. We see some good absorption at the monthly VPOC. Let's see. Okay, as suspected now, this this zone didn't hold. Now we expect this hold didn't hold. We expect price now to come about this area now, about this zone, probably this zone here, to test this lows, this and this. Unless that I said that unless it happens as I said. So this is the CVA low, breaks below to take the liquidity from those who are long in the CVA low to the CVA high, and then comes back again and reclaims the CVA low. For that to happen, we need to see first. I find that for that to happen, we need to see the RTH VWAP breaking. So if the RTH VWAP breaks and the London low on this weekly VPO holds, I might attempt a long to this zone first. Yeah, that's why these guys who are long, they just pull the orders because they were suspecting that this is gonna happen. They want to save their money. We see absorption from the sellers there. Let's see if they manage to break the RTH VWAP above, then I'm long. Okay, I'm long into position again. Let's see. It's actually gonna break. The barriers are really stepping in now. There's a good order flow. We're still in the minus, but the orders are coming through. Okay, we're breaking the RTH VWAP, I think. Oh, we're trying to, at least. Okay, cumulative delta has crossed into the positive area now. Let's see. It's very normal now to see a few pullbacks on the way up before we test these levels. And here we may see a deeper pullback. I trust the price wants to retest the DVA high now. So this is gonna take probably 75% of my position. Okay, we found the zone now, which is the upper range, the upper, side of the range. I still believe we're gonna be long. The price is gonna change. We saw buyers stepping in now here, just above the RTH big walk, you see. They really want to get into the pullback. I should have taken some profits here because the moment I got into was about here. I should have taken my profits somewhere here or here and enter again if I feel like it here. Let's see now. I believe the bigger picture is to test this or to go to the other side, but definitely test this area. That real price wants to take all this liquidity before it gets out. We see how sellers got really absorbed here again at the pullback. So price really has been accepted now, I think, for a final time, hopefully. Inside, we're gonna see the test of the poke about here. So my plan is to take about 70% about here at this high, and probably another 15% of the DVA high of the poke. Probably gonna hold the rest of the poke, to be honest. Really interesting opening session today. With price ranging actually. The sellers at the RTA continue to press here. You see buyers stepping in, they put the prices here and here. There's a big battle here going on. between the RTH VWAP, the sellers, and the buyers. It's a very balanced area. Yeah, as soon as the VWAP breaks again, we're gonna see some tests of the RTH VWAP. I think the buyers are gonna win, to be honest. Let's see. It's a very table price action, so hopefully no one is gonna enter now. Just wait to see some acceptance and some pullback of the RTH VWAP. I've been long since before and I'm holding my position with a bit of a wider stop just below here because I know price in these situations where it's very choppy tends to go up and down. I don't want to get out. So we see the bar stepping in, put some positions here, the stops here. I don't think price is gonna break the monthly VPOC, so that's why I put my stop right below here. Risking a bit more, but it's worth it. Uh, I've set the price to take about in this high about 75%, another 15% on the DVA high, and I'll keep the 10% to take here as my final position about here, which is the backtest of the previous day low and the pop, of course. Hopefully it's gonna play out. I'm gonna do a small break. Will still be able to see my screen. Just gonna close the camera and the microphone. Okay, guys, I'm back. Sorry, I had a little break. So, just to sum up, I closed my trading day for the day. What I had is I decided, so initially, go back here, I initially had initiated a small, very small, 0.5% position long from here, thinking that the buyers may step in with the opening and continue, which didn't happen, obviously. Never happens, to be honest. Anyway, I didn't close my trade here as I should, and it took my stop about here. I did the liquidity sweep for the 1 hour shelf. It tested the monthly VPOC. So we did a big liquidity sweep here. We saw a burst, right going. I ended another long about here when I saw the retest, and I ended about the long here. In the meantime, cumulative delta had shifted from negative and was trying to test the zero into positive. That's why I ended the long. Initially, I had a stop here, but thinking that we may see another sweep of this low, I decided to risk a little bit more and I trailed it just below, right here, where I saw the other orders. The big orders are here, if you can see them. That was a good thing. We saw actually it held, that the backtest held. Then that's when I was sure that the CVA low holds, and that's why I held my position. And then I decided to take. I took about 70% to this high here, just below the ETH VWAP, which is also the upper. This is the upper edge of the previous week's range. Yeah, so I took 75% here, then I left. As a cumulative delta was keep pushing, and I take another 15% here, and I left only 110% running just in case we hit the backtest the previous day low, which is also the New York high and the POC of this CVA is about here. After I took the 10%, then I was just trailing it, and I got stopped about here actually. I got stopped about here when I got back testing because I wanted to see a very forceful backtest rejection of this level, which didn't happen. And as I was trailing more aggressively, it just took me out about here. And that's why I closed the trade. I closed with about plus 2.8%, which is fairly okay. Thinking that I lost 1% about here in this move, which shouldn't be happening. Okay, we learn our mistakes, not to hold positions from the ETH to RTH. I lost 1% about here, but overall I'm satisfied with 2.8% for the day. Anyway, that was my way of thinking and my management. If you ask me about these levels, it's basically derived from technical sites. Previous highs, previous lows, and formations. This is how I derive these levels. And that's it. If we see, just on the last point, if we see here, sorry, my camera isn't up, I'm sorry for that. So yeah, as I was taking last as a recap, big range like you played here, very hard to trade if you ask me. We saw a big sweep of the lows here and the CVA low, sorry. Then we saw backtest, the range, the backtest again, CVA low again, second time, and then we saw this high achieving. This is the POC here. I'm not sure, maybe we see breaking for today this and we'll test the DVA high. Probably try to get some acceptance here, and we may see price testing the POC and the DVA high I'm not sure if we're gonna reach by the end of the day here. It's too far-fetched. Uh, yeah, so that's it for today, and I'll see you tomorrow, guys. Take care.